Greetings once again to the Doctor of Ministry scholars here at Regent University's School of Divinity. This is your instructor, Dr. Larry Asplund, wanting to come to you again and welcome you to our D.Min project design course. We're kind of switching gears a little bit this week, so I needed to welcome you to Module 4, which is our next module, Week 9. So I wanted to be able to catch you up on where we are with a bit of a review as well as a sense of where it is that we're going this coming week. In terms of a progress report, the summary of the literature, the final documents are in, and I am doing a little bit of final work with you on those. You remember my goal is to have a document that is completely ready for you to copy and paste into your template, so we don't have to worry about going back and revisiting at the last minute some of those pesky issues. I have found that in the past that's really what's caused some students to need to, well, just not complete the semester and try it again. But rather than do that, I would prefer that we deal with a final version of these key sections of your proposal as we're working on them, and there's not going to be anything at the end to slow you down and to enable you to complete what you have been working on. Once again, I've noticed that most of my feedback, of course, just deals with basic Turabian kind of issues as well as Microsoft Word issues. So please be sure to take advantage of the 897 experience to review all of those skills. So that it doesn't really slow you way down when you begin to compose dissertation chapters, etc. All of your BTH Foundations outlines have been turned in and look great, which means that you are ready to compose your biblical, theological, and historical foundations document for your proposal. And so there are already a couple that have been sent to me. I will follow the very same pattern. I will give you credit. I will mark your work as complete, and then I will provide specific feedback as an email response to you. Once again, if you've been able to kind of do some review as a result of our lit summary process, you won't have near as much of that when it comes to your BTH Foundations document. Well, Module 4 is all about project design, and I wanted to be able to just do a couple of things for you as we jump into Module 4. It is a 2-week module, so as you know, Modules 2 and 3 were 3-week modules because of the importance of those sections. This is just a 2-week module, and it's all about your project design, specific aspects of your project design. So in terms of the resources that are available to you, in order to review this whole area of project design, I strongly recommend that you read Chapter 1 in Cresswell's excellent book. Also, Sensing, for those of you who were in 705 while it was still a course in the D.Min program, read Sensing. If you did not get a chance to do that, it's very specifically addressed to what we're doing in this module. So jump in and read chapters 3, 4, and 5. Of course, there are PMIN897 review podcasts. They've been saved in the form of podcasts. They're there with Dr. Flynn giving you an excellent review. A couple of documents that will also be helpful to you. There's a document called The Research Process, which I think is going to be very good for your preparation in this season, and also another document on the ministry project. So all of these are going to help you move forward. We're more than halfway through of the fall semester, and so it's good to be able to jump in at this point, kind of catch up, as well as have a sense of where it is we're going to finish strong in this class, in this project. So in terms of your assignments, there are two assignments, only 2 assignments in Module 4. First of all, there is a project design discussion forum that you will engage in and I know benefit from. But then there's also a student profile, which is very, very important. It's just a template that you will download and fill out. And I'll tell you more about that, of course, in week 10. In terms of the week 9 assignment, this is where you will engage in a discussion, the project design discussion forum. In terms of the description of that discussion, I just wanted to quote it for you. Report how you have designed your research and how that will be reflected in the design of your project. What led you to adopt that design? How do you think it will contribute to the overall excellence of your final dissertation? You know, the dissertation is really a report of your project. And so when we come to key areas, then we have to address your ministry project. So in this discussion, discuss the proposed elements of your project. Now, this is anticipatory because you will not have all of that settled on until your HSR application has been approved. But you're thinking ahead, you kind of have a sense of what it is you would like to do, the various research elements of your project. It's not a discussion of the research methodology you will use. That will be the discussion in Module 5. So for Module 4, the discussion just is kind of describing the various elements that you hope to see as part of your ministry project in the future. We're having our 4th and final Collaborate session. You know, we're not using the Collaborate Blackboard tool, but rather using Zoom to have a meeting together. And so this is Collaborate 4. It's going to take place very quickly, Monday, October the 17th, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. So be sure to be ready to jump in. I will send you, of course, links and invitations to that. What we're going to do during that hour is to present the first 4 introductory sections of the proposal. So as you know, the summary of the literature and the BTH foundations are the largest sections of the proposal, and that's what we have been focusing on. But there are smaller, each one just a couple of paragraphs, smaller sections. So I'm going to present the first 4 introductory sections of the proposal, and then I'm going to present the final 4 anticipatory sections of the proposal. And so we don't want to ignore those. It will be important to anticipate, and some of you will be ready to begin composing, frankly, those sections. So I want to be sure to take time to introduce them to you. But I also then want to discuss the use of the proposal template, and we'll call it up, take a look at it, and make sure it's clear in your mind what it is and how best to use it. So that's how we'll spend an hour Monday night, just kind of catching up, but also moving us forward as we anticipate your proposal draft and then, of course, your final proposal. The whole idea of a project management strategy is so very, very important to be able to have a sense in advance of not only the nature and the meaning and the significance of your project, but also the various elements that will go into it. Ultimately, you are going to be concerned about collecting and then finally analyzing data that's helpful, data that will contribute to what it is you want to accomplish in your project. So the whole issue of data collection is really about project design. The whole issue of data analysis is about methodology. So we're going to look at them one at a time. In data design, project design will be chapter 4 of your dissertation, and then the findings will be chapter 5. So once again, you will deal with them kind of separately. So this is a very, very important element as we jump into Module 4 and look at the issues surrounding project design. So I'm looking forward to continuing to share this experience with you. I have anticipation that you're all going to do very, very well. I'm committed to your success in this process. So never hesitate to let me know how I can serve you. If you have any questions, if you run into an issue, let me know and we'll work on it together. So God bless you, everybody. Have a wonderful week 9, and I'll see you Monday night.